Ahoy from the stunning British Virgin Islands. This week we're diving headfirst into the very first Sailing Bubbles Regatta. Where the winds are unpredictable and so is the mischief. Each day we're racing from one island to the next, pushing our boats to the limit, or just catching a gentle breeze. And every night there'll be awards followed by some well-earned chaos and celebration. Keep watching if you want to catch all the madness, including our first ever man overboard incident. But before the racing madness begins, we're kicking things off with a Young Cruisers Raft Float Party at Prickly Pear Island, hosted by our mates on Spirit Animal.
Right, you ready to get the sails up, Tarlene? Do you want me to do it, or do you want to do it?
What sails are we getting up? We're going to get the cruising chute up?
Yeah, I'll get it ready. I'll get the cruising chute ready, and then we'll turn into and get the main up and slowly work on the chute. We might have to put Lulu in her bed for a bit. How you going there, Skip?
We're taking the head sail in, we've got like 14, 15 knots of wind from behind, and we're only 6 nautical miles out from going through like the 2 different islands, and then we'll just turn the corner a couple nautical miles and then we arrive.
You beauty!
Finally! I feel like it's just dragged today, like I don't know what it is, maybe because we got up so early and then I expected that I would like go back downstairs to go sleep, but I didn't. I had like a few little nuts up here.
Yeah.
I wanted to edit, but that didn't happen, so I've just been bored all day. Because you can't do anything. Like, it's just too hard to like cook and do things like moving around. You start to get a bit queasy.
We have made it. It is morning here in Virgin Gorda in the BVIs. I must admit, we had a terrible sail yesterday. It wasn't a terrible sail. I just had really high expectations for it. We're supposed to have a wind shift, which never happened. So well, not really, slightly. So we were heading about 40 degrees off course, thinking the wind would shift and be able to ride it on a beam. Didn't quite shift that much. It might have shifted about 20 degrees instead of 60. And it really, when the weather says it's going to do something and it doesn't do it, it really gets to you, or gets to me anyway. I know I shouldn't let it get to me, but yeah, I just thought we were going to have a much better sail here than what we did. But it is bloody beautiful here.
All right, we're gonna pick up anchor and go stern to the beach alongside Bubbles, and then our friends on Nauru are gonna come up beside us, and then we'll see what happens from there. Wish us luck, it's pretty windy.
Oh, we'll be right.
Yeah. We like to think we've mastered this whole stern to thing after 3 years cruising the Med, but throw in a little extra wind and a bunch of fellow cruisers watching your every move and suddenly the pressure's on. Not helping, just filming.
Do you want me to come on board and help?
back here. Jason's getting the drone up. Hope you guys enjoy the shots. You'll have to use your imagination for the rest of the day's shenanigans because honestly, we were having way too much fun to even think about picking up the camera. The next morning, we were up bright and early, making sure to untie before the 7 a.m. ferry came barreling through, ready to wreak havoc on our closely rafted boats. The ropes, the line's like loose. I just let go of it. It's like just in the water. Don't stab your tender. We've done that before. Oh no, it wasn't with the anchor though, was it?
Yeah, sorry, we just let the line loose completely.
Then it was off to our first skippers meeting to get the lowdown on the race course for day one, set up our accounts on the Sea People app for some fun side competitions, and hand over our boat and sail specs so they could handicap the races.
Yeah, we're ready to get things kicked off. We're right here. This is the grand prize. This can be filled up with your beverage of choice. We'll fill it up maybe for you the first time. Each leg will, each winning of each of the 3 legs will win a mini one. Again, fill it up with your beverage of choice. We started with rum.
Yeah, it's got to be a shot.
You can down it that way. So we've got a few more of these back on boat. Also, we have a kind of one that looks a lot like this. It's actually Captain Alex's old Stein that we have mounted, and that'll be a perpetual trophy. So your name will be engraved on it, and it'll live forever on bubbles.
That's cool.
This is what you guys are here for.
Let's just pause it here for a second. Who is Alex Rust?
Alex was a free-spirited adventurer who inspired many with his bold journey around the world on a sailboat. A self-taught sailor, Alex grew up in Indiana and worked as a stock trader before he decided to give it all up to pursue a life of adventure. In 2009, at the age of 24, he bought a small sailboat, named it Bubbles, and embarked on a solo circumnavigation of the globe. Alex wasn't a professional sailor, but he had a fearless attitude and a drive to learn through experience. His journey wasn't just about travel, but about breaking free from societal expectations and exploring the world in its raw, authentic form. Along the way, he faced numerous challenges, from mechanical failures to dangerous weather, but his perseverance and curiosity fueled his voyage. Throughout his travels, Alex connected with people from all walks of life, forming friendships and sharing stories that inspired a sense of freedom and wanderlust in others. His journey was documented in the film Chasing Bubbles, a tribute to his adventurous spirit and unconventional approach to life. Sadly, Alex passed away in 2013 at the age of 28, but his legacy continues to inspire those who seek a life of meaning and adventure, reminding us all that the world is vast and there's always something new to discover if you're brave enough to set sail.
Now you know more about Alex. This is Alex's brother Joe, who created the Chasing Bubbles Foundation.
We'll talk more about the Chasing Bubbles Foundation later at our first ceremony. We're going to have a ceremony each day to select the winners and the losers. So everyone will be recognized for their contribution. But maybe I'll pass it on to you guys to say something or say hey.
Speech!
You remember the rules?
No.
Well, I got a question. Why is there a hole in the bottom of that cup? You said you were going to fill it up.
It's clear.
Oh, it's a
Ah.
nice.
Yeah.
It's a got me.
You can watch a person's mouth while they're sculling the drink. Lovely.
Can you hotspot from your device? I don't know. Just how to design it.
Okay,
That's cool.
so as far as the racing goes, we figured that we would all start at what time?
1 o'clock.
1 o'clock. 1 o'clock, you are allowed to have your sails up, but you cannot pass that first red buoy. There's a red channel marker out there, so at 1 o'clock, your boat needs to be in gear, and we all need to be kind of like in a line, getting ready so that we cross that buoy at 1, and it's just, man. Other than that, Bubbles is going to get an hour head start. They're going to be at the finish line, so they're going to be down in Scrub Island at a buoy down there waiting, and so it's the first one to cross Bubbles and this other channel marker that we picked down there.
There goes Bubbles. We're going to be chasing them. So they leave like an hour before us and they'll be waiting for us all at the finish line.
Oh yeah, let's beat them.
Yeah, what happens if you beat them?
Oh, they got some fresh sails on there.
Oh yeah.
That's okay. Blow the horn whenever you think the time is right.
Copy that.
You do this.
Okay.
Bring that out. Button it up.
Oh man, I really want this.
Tighten that up a bit more. That's all right. Hold it. Here we go. Myself sailing out with.
Alright, start of the race. We've got like 3 boats in front of us right now, so we're coming 4th, but we've just come out of the gates. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 boats behind us at the moment.
We've got the quicker ones, there's 2 quick ones behind us there. There's a trimaran and a Mel, a brand new Mel. So yeah, we've got to, hopefully we beat one of those. I'll be super stoked. That Mel's having trouble with their heady.
Alright, we're going pretty slowly now, cruising along at 6 knots. We have got up to 7.3 or something at some stage, but we have slowed down a little bit at the moment. We're coming like, I don't know, maybe 3rd last or something. So we're not doing amazingly. However, we have completed the tasks on the Sea People app. So Jason had to drink some hot sauce.
I had to do everything.
Had
You
to
didn't
moon.
do anything.
I'm not going to moon them, are you joking?
Could have done the hot sauce.
You love
man.
that hot sauce, it's your favourite. He had to moon the closest boat to us. I don't think they even knew because they're quite far away. And we just had to post our trip segment so far. So we're all done. came second, which means we don't have to wear a costume, so that's perfect. The winner and the loser has to wear a costume, so glad that's done. It's only 19 meters here, darling. Just letting you know, I just saw that.
Basically been that the whole time.
Has it? I only just looked. Girls are both little happy chappies in their beds. Hey, at least we're beating the trimaran. Ha ha!
Can't catch them, I say.
6.9. Going pretty well now. Everything is falling apart on this boat. So everything is falling apart on this boat. Woo! Woo! Jesus! We're catching them.
Yeah, I think we are one of the. There's two boats there coming in.
Yeah.
So we're not last. We got 4 boats behind us.
So we're about half. We're about
Maybe?
halfway. I think there's around 10 boats or something, isn't there?
I'd say so, yeah.
10, 11, 12, something like that.
We thought we'd just go easy on this one, work the handicaps out, and then we'll be flying the spinny on the next and
Yeah.
dominate.
You're a bit nervous to fly the spinny, but you kind of regretted it later, but you just never know what the wind's gonna do. We have anchored, and we've anchored in 14 meters, so it's pretty damn deep. And we're not sure if I hooked onto a submarine cable because we yanked, like kind of dragged and yanked all of a sudden. Anyway, Jason's like, yeah, it's probably too deep. We'll see how we go. And then Sash over here is just offering to check our anchor for us. You guys reckon she's gonna get all the way down there? It's pretty deep.
Your bottom looks good. Like that bottom.
Thanks, mate.
It looked great.
Jason cleaned it because we were gonna do the race. Like
Dude,
last
we were
week.
neck and neck at the beginning. That was intense.
Oh man.
Took off.
Yeah, you stole our wind and then we went out wide and then.
I thought you were gonna steal ours back.
Sash managed to dive the 14 metres, what a ledge, and luckily we were in sand. Anyway, it's time for the award ceremony for race 1 of the regatta, and what better way to do it than crammed inside sailing bubbles.
Love to do, and so I think that's what it's about. You know, we're pushing the envelope a little bit about trying to do cool things, fun things, and so we need your guys' help to share the story. So you guys are already doing a big part by being here. You're capturing some good content. You're telling your followers, your friends about Alex, and that's what we want. So that's what we're doing with Chasing Bubbles Foundation in a snapshot. Yes, thank you. So let's get down to the prizes, the winners, and we got some trophies sitting out here that you guys can see. That's
They're already halfway filled with
we're going to be giving these out over the next few days. Tonight we're just giving out a little guy and some medallions, but first we're going to talk about the Sea People app and who our winners and losers were with the challenge.
Because this is interesting, because we have a lot of losers. Let's start by recognizing Danny and James for winning the competition today. This is what winning looks like. tomorrow we are going to be, forcing a punishment. This might look like a punishment, but it isn't. This is the winner. This is what the loser's going to look like tomorrow. Banana costume, and we're really hoping that nothing's worn underneath. It does look comfortable.
Down to brass tacks. The winners, this is corrected based off of your boat type and your sail configuration, right?
Yes.
Charlie, anything else you want to add to that?
No.
Okay.
It's tiny legit.
And in
And a
third
lot of
place,
smoke.
we have a tie.
Oh!
What are the odds?
5.
1 in 8.
2. Argonaut and Escapade. Here, Andy's out to your team.
Here you go. I'll let you have it.
Brought to you by the Spirit Animal Crew. We have these bottle opener medallions that you can take with you. You can wear these for the next 24 hours. After 24
Oh, we both get one? Or is it this for Argonaut?
the rest
No,
of
no,
the
Yeah.
shoes.
Oh, we both. Oh,
3 here.
So 1 for.
I'll take one.
thanks.
I'll count it back.
Put it on.
Where's Eli?
He's there.
Right here.
Oh, yeah.
Let out yet?
Need a frost Still standing.
The single handler, Philip
Phil's killing it.
Okay. In first place, give me a big old drum roll. Tap whatever you can. First place tally with both sides. The best sailors of the day go to Spirit Animal.
Hey, that's what happens when you lie about your gross tonnage.
Hand over their trophy. Let's fill it up. Let's fill
We have to thank Rich. He did an awesome job skippering the helm.
Yeah,
That's what happens when you hack my
autopilot.
dad off the.
Yeah, his dad did a good job.
Hike Steve out on the
Beginning,
truck.
it was a team effort. From Poseidon himself.
Sasha, do the
Oh,
honors.
you guys played
We're
horse
gonna
game.
watch you take this shot.
I think Rich.
Do the honors.
If you enjoyed this week's episode, don't forget to like and subscribe. The party, the racing are just heating up, and next week's episode is going to be one you don't want to miss.